Okay, heroes versus villains, round 10, part 2. Let's go! So we're at the Palace of, the Notre Dame. That's where Frollo and Tyler are talking. Why not the Palace of Justice? I'm just saying, doesn't Frollo run the Palace of Justice? It's not Notre Dame. In the book, he was a priest, yeah, but what are they doing in Notre Dame anyway? Guess Frollo's just there to pray to God or something. So Tyler tells Frollo that he's looking for the place that is called the Holy Land, and the way he's like, see? Hold on. So I think Frollo might got confused when he said the word Holy Land. I mean, Frollo is Catholic. To us Christians, or to others like Catholics and Jews, the Holy Land would be Israel or Jerusalem. To the Muslims, it is Al-Quds. It's basically just an Islamic term of Jerusalem. So they think that the Holy Land does belong to Muslims, of course, but here's the thing. Tyler is an alien. So he's not referring to Jerusalem. He's referring to the Holy Land from Heavy Metal 2000, which is supposed to be on planet Ouroboros. And Frollo's probably just thinking Tyler's like, oh, so you're on the crusade, I see. So I can understand his confusion. Then we see Aladdin and hey, I'm getting things mixed up, aren't I? Aladdin and Moses, along with their team, arriving at the Palace of Justice to talk with Ramesses. I can't resist. So, yeah, Ramesses and Moses have a reunion. Yeah, when Ramesses says the word Moses, look at Pete's reaction. He's like, oh? It kind of implies that not only does the heroes know, but even the villains know of the book of Exodus. It's like, what? Did Ramesses just call the fellow Moses? Would that mean? Uh-oh. And there's Gaston. He's like, what? Like, he's just shocked. And the next reaction, like, could that be? And now with this one, no. That couldn't be that Moses from the Bible. It's gotta be a different dude. Just that has a similar name, Moses. It couldn't be that Moses, could it? No. So basically, everyone does know the story of Moses from the Bible. And Frollo, look at him, he's shocked. Yeah. Frollo is Catholic. He would be shocked that Moses, the prophet of God, is walking around the earth. Imagine if Jesus Christ would have come here already. That would, not in the wars, in our world, that is. Although these three are just confused, even though in the Bible it said that the Pharaoh was a cruel dictator, while in Prince of Egypt, they did have a relationship. A good relationship. So Luke is not pleased at seeing someone who had killed him, or nearly killed him, years ago. And Ramesses silences. Silence? They're good. But Moses is trying to tell Ramesses that the people who he's helping with, Frollo, along with his alliance, like Ramesses believe that they're bringing justice and order. But Moses is telling him that Frollo and his allies are nothing but just. They're not just. They are cruel people who have been torturing innocent people. which is true. But what? And Frollo is just like, silence! And he, for some reason, tells Moses, along with his alliances, to leave. Dude, aren't you a believer of God? I mean, you're talking to Moses right in front of you. Why are you angry about this? It doesn't make sense. Why not other villains instead? I mean, even Seppo Khan, who was like a Mayan priest, he would be offended but shocked and puzzled about this. I'm just saying, that would have made more sense. Hey, see, even Aladdin Abu agrees with me. So yeah, they get to leave. I wonder if Ramesses is just like, that Frollo is such a grumpy old man. I wonder if Frollo, while he's angry about this, and he's like, hey, I heard that. Then we see Ratcliffe recruiting Cortez and the Colonel. About time he leave the Animal Cruelty Squad. At least I think he was doing. But I know in the other rounds he probably still is. You know, in being a double agent, that is. They're going to invade the native lands. Oh boy, they're going to conquer the part of America. Then back at the Pride Lands, we see Simba is recovered from his injuries. Which, again, a T-Rex is 10 times stronger than a lion. So of course he's going to get a lot of injuries. So yeah, it's a good thing he's recovered. So Timon and Pumbaa warn Simba about Scar's forces. But they are not known as that someone is watching them. I've not seen this movie of Land Before Time yet. I know in the war he's actually Petrie's uncle. I've only seen Bob Show's review of that one. Then in Animal Farm, which is formerly known as Patch of Heavens, Napoleon calls all of the meetings and tells them that makes a false claim that Todd is a spy who's trying to bring back the Animal Cruelty Squad back to the farm. Just like in Animal Farm, he did, double-cross Squealer just to be, the commander. Since he's a Joseph Piggy Stalin. Poor Todd. No way, I think I'm not Squealer, it's Snowball. Well, I think Squealer is the second in command of Napoleon's forces. Oh well. Wilbur's lost his friend is sad. Then at the Forbidden Mountains we see all of them are in the meeting. And then Frollo barges in, angry, demanding Mok to know why is Moses walking around the earth? Like, why is there a prophet of God walking around the earth? Again, you're Catholic, aren't you? Why are you upset about that? Yeah, no one knows. What the heck are you talking about? I'm talking about Moses! Hey, computer, can you help us out with this? It just what Hades was asking the supercomputer. And that image shows, yep, Moses. And there's Rasputin's reaction. He is like, what? So yeah, Moses would be a threat to the villains. Because he's, again, prophet of God. Not the chosen one destined to fight villains. He's a prophet of the Lord from the Bible, of the Old Testament, of the book of Exodus. Yeah, Rasputin would be just shocked. Yeah, he would be terrified. And I just love Hades' reaction to this. Hades, who is basically the god of the underworld, is afraid of Moses, who is not just mortal, but a prophet of God. Okay, I know some of you guys are going to be asking me like this, But with the Corey the Keyblade Wielder, how come Prince of Egypt does make you a tad uncomfortable, like you said in your previous commentary, but never Hercules? Hades has been used in war, so why aren't you a bit uncomfortable with this? One, no one believes in the Greek pantheon anymore. Two, the reason why it does make me a tad uncomfortable is because it's based on something I deeply believe in. No, I'm not a Jew, I'm a Christian. As you guys might know that from my previous commentaries. So I'm just saying, he would be terrified. Hades is technically a pagan god, and he would be afraid of Moses walking around. Like, he would see him as a threat. So yeah, even though I'm not big on using religious figures in wars, I do accept the fact that Prince of Egypt has to be in there, because Prince of Egypt is iconic. And it's from DreamWorks, so that's probably the reason with non-Disney stuff. Just like with Disney, they mostly have to be from underrated movies and iconic franchises. Same thing with non-Disney. Non-Disney needs to be with underrated movies and iconic franchises. Not entire obscure things like Worst Heroes and Villains War ever does. But if Prince of Egypt characters are in the non-Disney universe, that would also mean that God is in control. He has the world in his hands. So he would be higher than Zeus. He would be higher than any polytheistic gods. Heck, he would be even higher than the Elder Gods. Which I think the Elder Gods are more the higher gods in the Worst Ever universe than with the non-Disney stuff. And I know there's a Mortal Kombat movie, but I prefer to have Mortal Kombat in the CGI realm and have the Elder Gods in control of the CGI realm. If I want to see the Elder Gods be the higher gods, it would be the Worst Ever series only. I'm just saying. Yeah, and I love Hades' reaction. He's like, well, I'm screwed. And Mok's reaction is, what the? Yeah, Mok, who is basically a Satanist, he'd be like, what the? And Jafar, he's like, whoa, gasp. Yeah, he is. Okay, in the movie, in the movie Aladdin, they never did say that they're Muslims, so they probably are Muslims. So the Sultan does several times send in the movie, praise Allah and all that. So yeah, Jafar would be shocked that Moses is walking around. And Iago, you know what they're gonna go with. Hold on. Yeah, even though they never actually got to the part in the movie where he's like, how? But you know what he's gonna say. Iago was actually gonna be saying, huh, what the hell is going on? Like that. I actually do like Maleficent's reaction to this. I thought she'd be furious, but no, she's taking it calmly. Plus, you can probably tell she is not a very religious woman. And Eris is just really ticked off by this. Like, oh. And I still don't get why Frollo would be upset about this. And he's still blaming Mok for the things he's behind this, since he is the one that brought all of these worlds together. Mok just has nothing to do with this. So I guess it was an experiment accident, I guess. So Maleficent sends Hades, Eris, and Zigzag to deal with Moses. Something tells me there's going to be a rivalry between Mok and Frollo, which actually makes a lot of sense. Okay, the first fight is... Actually, I'm not sure how much I got, so I'm sorry if I made anyone uncomfortable about this. I just do the pointing things out these. So, yeah, I think I'm going to stop right here, so see you guys in the next part of the video.